So we did the pyramids of Egypt by River Brick.
Noah Lonnie Bolo.
Garrett Collins.
We did the pyramids of Egypt, and for extra detail, we added an oasis and put sand on the cardboard.
Also on the sand, we put the sandpaper that we received on the cardboard.
There were 3 successful pyramids. The Red Pyramid was the largest, the Pyramid of Khafre, and the Pyramid of Menkaure the smallest. They were built in Giza.
The actual size of the Pyramid of Menkaure is 65.5 meters tall and has a base of 108.5 meters. The base length of the Pyramid of Khafre is 215.28 meters and has the height of 136.4 meters, and the Pyramid of Khufu has a base side of 230.34 meters and a height of 445.
Our scale consisted of trial and error. The smallest pyramid was the hardest because it was the most narrowest of the pyramids. This was how we did this. Our first was unsuccessful because it was the way, it was like too pointy. And then I went back in and changed the measurements to 28 millimeters in width and shortened the height to 26 millimeters, and it worked much better.
How did we recreate this image? We recreated this image by reducing the size of the leaders.
Some of the challenges was converting the pyramids to a smaller size by using the scale, and also deciding if we should add more details to the scene because it was just pyramids, so we didn't want it to be too boring or easy. And we overcame these challenges by using the scale to figure out our measurements, and also we tried to create the Sphinx, but it was way too difficult, so we just created an oasis and added sand.
Some of our group challenges were getting cardboard. We overcame it by asking people where to get it from. We said the cafeteria, so we went there and got some.
And that's it.
Any questions?
How did you make your decisions?
By just volunteering, basically.
Did you fall into place, or did you say, well, I'm not that good at it, can someone else do it? How did you,
Well, what we did was we like all of us picked a different pyramid, and then they all let me check the math work. And when I checked it, one of the ones seemed a little off, but when I printed it, it was just really weird. So I went back in and fixed it. And then River did all the extra stuff like the oasis and stuff.
okay, and so what did you learn from this aspect of the project? Did you find you worked well together? Did you find that
Yes.
you did work very well
We didn't
together?
fight at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
not at all. We basically just did our own thing and asked questions whenever we needed help and stuff.
And how about the program? What kind of problems did you have with the program?
It would log us out every 30 seconds. And that's basically the only thing with it.
Okay.
So Vinny, the program did y'all a pretty big favor just based on what shapes y'all had to do, right?
Yes.
It had a pyramid shape. So then it really just became a math problem.
Yes.
How long did it take to figure out the ratio you needed?
It took about the first day we did it. It took the whole class, and then after I did it on the app, it was just off, and I had to go back and fix a lot.
Okay, so what would you do, so knowing, especially in y'all's situation, how important just getting the ratio right is? Do y'all understand how to do that kind of math now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so if you had to do this project again, approximately how long would it take you?
It would probably take out 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, the math part makes just life a lot easier, especially on y'all.
Okay. What does building this thing, the pyramids, tell you about the people who originally constructed it?
That their workers were highly skilled, and that it took a lot of work because they had to, because it doesn't really show in the model, but like the bricks that they used to create it took time with carving, and they also had to create it before, like whenever the pharaoh became a pharaoh, because of how long it took to actually make it, since they were tombs. They put the dead pharaoh in of them.
So they started building your tomb when you were born, and then your whole life you had to look over there and see how it's coming?
They
Like,
started
towards your
building it once
When
you became
Pharaoh.
the pharaoh.
death? Okay,
Yeah,
that's a little less scary.
yeah.
Once you get my age, you start worrying about that kind of stuff.
If you get my age, you really start panicking. So what aspects of a civilization had to be in place for your project to be completed?
They had to have a really strong government, and they had to get all the supplies in.
So strong central government and access to resources.
Lots of.
Where'd they get the rock?
Dang it. Maddie.
You can't, like, don't worry about the name of a town necessarily, but they're in the middle of a sandbox.
Yeah.
Where did they get that much rock? How far away? Like, is it?
It was like in their civilization, right?
So it's somewhere else in Egypt,
Yeah.
but they didn't have to bring it in.
Yeah, they don't have to like trade or anything. It's in
Guys.
their area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. What did you like or not like about using a visual design program?
It was really hard to figure out, like our first times doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially how to like curve shapes and putting holes in objects and stuff like that.
Okay. And what would you do? What are you going to do differently the second 9 weeks? Because you're going to do it again.
We'll probably be more prepared for the materials we'll need.
Especially in the park.
More preparation. Okay. And so, what additional tools and resources, if any, do you need to help with this project?
Mostly like materials, because we had to get the cardboard and sandpaper here on the day we did do it.
Okay, so you didn't think about it in advance.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that's more preparation.
And let's face
Okay.
it, just by the odds, anything else that y'all pick is going to be harder than what you did
Yeah.
on the visual design. So it's a good way to get into it.
Yeah.
Kind of easy, and y'all just be ready to gear up. It's going to get harder unless you pick a circle. So, good job.